Mr. Chair, the situation in Myanmar, particularly the worsening humanitarian and human rights conditions, remains a matter of great concern to Malaysia. The ongoing conflict has further exacerbated the already dire circumstances faced by the Rohingya and other minority communities. As a close neighbour and a member of ASEAN, Malaysia recognises that the crisis carries direct and far-reaching implications for our nation and the wider region. We therefore reiterate our long-standing call for immediate and decisive action to end the violence, safeguard civilians, and ensure that unhindered and non-discriminatory delivery of humanitarian assistance to all those in need. Malaysia appreciates the international community's recognition of ASEAN's pivotal role in addressing the issue of Myanmar, which is also referenced in the draft resolution. As ASEAN Chair in 2025, Malaysia adopts a multi-pronged strategy which focuses on three key priorities: creating conditions conducive to reducing conflict, facilitating an inclusive national dialogue, and strengthening the delivery of humanitarian assistance. At the recent summit in October 2025, ASEAN leaders adopted the ASEAN Leaders Review and Decision on the implementation of the 5-point consensus, which amongst others maintains the 5-point consensus as the main reference to address the political crisis in Myanmar, and that it should be implemented in its entirety. At the same time, ASEAN's effort must be supported by concrete actions from the international community, the United Nations, and in particular the United Nations Security Council. Malaysia urges the Security Council to take decisive measures to ensure the full and effective implementation of Resolution 2669 and to support ASEAN's initiatives aimed at achieving a peaceful and durable resolution to the crisis in Myanmar. Mr. Chair, while we remain focused on addressing the political crisis in Myanmar, it is equally crucial to give due attention to the ongoing suffering of the Rohingya people who continue to be forcibly displaced from their homeland. The continuous influx of Rohingya refugees into neighbouring countries is placing a significant strain on national resources of host countries, including Malaysia. On this note, Malaysia reiterates its call on the need for proportionate burden and responsibility sharing. We urge all countries, which are the signatories to the 1951 Refugee Convention, to uphold and stand committed to their international obligations to receive more refugees for relocation and resettlement. As a host of the largest community of Rohingya refugees in Southeast Asia, Malaysia urges for the establishment for the conditions that would allow for the safe, voluntary and dignified return of Rohingyas. In this connection, we reiterate that addressing the root causes of the conflict in Rakhine is vital. In closing, Malaysia reiterates its readiness to engage constructively and galvanize efforts with the international community towards resolving the current political and humanitarian crisis